What if I told you there's a secret tissue in your body that could cut your recovery time in half and prevent most injuries, and you've been completely ignoring it for your entire fitness journey? I'm talking about something that every single professional athlete is now obsessing over, something that physical therapists have been quietly using to heal their patients faster, and something that could be the missing piece in your training puzzle. Stay with me because what I'm about to share will completely change how you think about recovery, mobility, and even performance. Let me introduce you to fascia. And no, it's not some fancy new supplement or expensive piece of equipment. Fascia is a web-like network of connective tissue that literally wraps around every single muscle, bone, nerve, and organ in your body. Think of it like this. If you've ever prepared chicken, you know that thin white membrane that you sometimes have to peel off? That's fascia. Now imagine that same type of tissue creating a continuous network throughout your entire body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. For decades, we dismissed fascia as just packing material, something that was just there to hold things in place. But here's where it gets interesting. Recent research has completely flipped this understanding on its head. Scientists now know that fascia is actually a sensory organ. It's packed with nerve endings and plays a crucial role in how we move, how we feel, and how quickly we recover. Why fascia matters. Here's what happens when your fascia is healthy. It glides smoothly, allowing your muscles and joints to move without any drag or restriction. It acts like a natural shock absorber, storing and releasing energy like a spring. It helps maintain your posture and transmits force throughout your entire body efficiently. But here's the problem, and this is probably why you're watching this video right now. When fascia becomes dehydrated, inflamed, or develops adhesions, everything goes wrong. You wake up feeling stiff and need 10 minutes just to feel human again. You're sore for days after workouts, even moderate ones. You keep getting the same injuries over and over. Your flexibility seems to get worse despite stretching. You have chronic tension in your neck, shoulders, or lower back that just won't go away. Sound familiar? That's your fascia crying out for attention. The crazy part is, while you've been focusing on building bigger muscles or running faster times, your fascia has been slowly getting tighter, more restricted, and less functional. It's like trying to drive a car with the parking brake on. You can still move, but everything feels harder than it should. So why is fascia training suddenly everywhere? Why are elite athletes, physical therapists, and fitness experts all talking about it now? First, the science caught up. We now have research showing that fascia isn't just passive tissue. It's actively involved in movement, proprioception, and even pain perception. Studies using MRI technology have shown that healthy, hydrated fascia directly correlates with better tissue glide and faster recovery. Second, we've moved beyond the no pain, no gain mentality. The fitness world is finally understanding that recovery isn't just about rest. It's about active, intelligent recovery. And fascia training is at the heart of that movement. Third, the tools and techniques have become accessible. You don't need a PhD in anatomy or expensive equipment. Simple tools like foam rollers, massage balls, and specific movement patterns can make a huge difference. And finally, people are seeing real results. I'm talking about athletes cutting their recovery time in half, office workers finally getting rid of chronic back pain, and everyday fitness enthusiasts moving better than they have in years. Benefits of fascia training. Let me break down exactly what fascia training can do for you, because these benefits are backed by both science and real-world results. First, enhanced mobility and flexibility. When your fascia is supple and hydrated, your muscles can glide past each other smoothly. This means better range of motion, easier movement, and that feeling of being loose that you probably remember from when you were younger. Second, dramatically faster recovery. Fascia work promotes blood flow and lymphatic drainage, which helps clear metabolic waste from your tissues. This means less soreness, less inflammation, and getting back to your next workout sooner. Third, reduction in chronic stiffness and pain. Fascia has a tendency to hold tension and stress. When you release these restrictions, you often find that nagging pains and stiffness start to disappear. Fourth, improved posture and alignment. Your fascia helps maintain structural integrity. When it's functioning properly, your body naturally finds better alignment, which is especially important if you spend a lot of time sitting. Fifth, lower injury risk. Healthy fascia acts as a shock absorber and helps distribute forces throughout your body. This means your joints and muscles don't have to handle all the stress alone. And finally, better body awareness. Fascia is rich in proprioceptors, sensors that tell your brain where your body is in space. Training this tissue improves your coordination, balance, and overall movement quality. Fascia versus muscle training. Now, you might be wondering, how is fascia training different from regular muscle training? This is crucial to understand because the differences determine how you should approach each type of training. Muscle training focuses on repetitive contractions under load. Think bicep curls, squats, or bench presses. You're trying to fatigue the muscle fibers to create adaptation. The movement is often linear and isolated. Fascia training, on the other hand, responds to multi-directional dynamic movements. Think bouncing, spiraling, stretching, and flowing motions. Instead of fatigue, you're aiming for hydration, elasticity, and release. Muscles generate force, but fascia transmits and absorbs that force. If you only train muscles without addressing fascia, you're missing a huge piece of the puzzle. It's like having a powerful engine but worn-out suspension. Everything works harder than it needs to. Practical techniques. So how do you actually train your fascia? Let me give you the most effective techniques that you can start using today. First, dynamic stretching and springy movements. Instead of holding static stretches, try multi-directional lunges, gentle bouncing in yoga poses, arm and leg swings, and spinal waves. These movements simulate the natural loading and unloading of fascia. Second, myofascial release using foam rollers, massage balls, or even massage guns. The key is to work slowly, spending 30 to 60 seconds on tender areas, and combining pressure with movement when possible. Third, whole body movement practices like yoga, tai chi, or animal flow. These naturally incorporate the flowing, integrated movements that fascia loves. Fourth, train professional. If you have access to it, fascial stretch therapy with a trained professional can provide deeper, more targeted work. The beauty of fascia training is its versatility. You can do it in the morning to wake up your tissues, before workouts to prepare your body, after workouts to aid recovery, or on rest days as active recovery. When to implement. Here's how to add fascia work to your routine without overwhelming your schedule. Start with just 10 to 15 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week. You can do light mobility work in the morning, dynamic movements before workouts, and release work after training. On rest days, dedicate 20 to 30 minutes to focused fascia work. The key is consistency over intensity. You'll likely notice improved movement and reduced soreness within just a few weeks. Your fascia has been supporting you your entire life. It's time to return the favor. Start with just 10 minutes of fascia work after your next workout. If this video opened your eyes to something new, hit that like button and subscribe for more recovery strategies that actually work. And drop a comment letting me know. Are you ready to give fascia training a try?